The impact can be not. See, the thing about right, we're gonna die, right? Eventually we're gonna die. Legacy is gone. The impact can be non-perishable forever. But it's gotta be built right. We gotta keep it down to the time we have right now. Life isn't always so fun, so easy. If your day doesn't challenge you, you'll never expect to be changed by it. They start black, but we do all the work. Champions are found on the podium with their hand up. No, champions are found in the lab studies. The thousands of hours of hard work when no one's watching. That's what makes the real unstoppable. Forced to suffer the discipline today. She never suffer before regret tomorrow. Only you gotta do something you're not quite sure of. Try something new. You don't want it bad enough. That's what you need, like Muhammad Ali. You call him such a great fighter before you ever won something. He will leave. It comes down to your commitment, your sacrifice, your distance. That's what I heard you say. An undying will, the purpose, you find value in it. That was Michael Jordan. He said, I failed over and over and over and over again. I failed. And that's why I succeeded. The effort society is not the rules come out and please remember. Somebody, yourself, fix them up. You're creative. Everything your mind says. Stop running. Get my 110%. Still want to avoid all the critics. Do nothing, say nothing, nothing. And you never get your credit. But if you are something, you're doing something, you become something, guess what? You get their attention. And that hits them off. They can never feel what you are now. So the only thing they can do to make them feel good is try to bring you the fuck down. I say thank you for that. Thank you for acknowledging the fact that I'm doing something. Because I don't know who the fuck you are. You seem to know who I am. Everything on the IHOP menu is you can go all out. With eggs, bacon, and fluffy pancakes are just $6 every day. And OMG is a new BLT. And comes with fries. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. Let's see that again. The Gemini app needs a spotless expense report here. And she gets it. And in her own currency to print, a calculated finish from Gemini. So last day, we're out of time. I'm not giving up. We're going to keep operating. Richard, I am selling the building. Everything's either going to be okay. No, stop. Stop it. We are out guns and we are out men. We have no money. But we have each other and nothing left to lose. You ready? Fire! So much. This is how we keep this place alive. NFL, I looked at the process and said, okay, I got to handle it. Let me extract my mind. Let me extract that work.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop. Set number 2. This is what the fuck I do. Hit that thumbs up for me, YouTube. 2 sets in the bag. We got 8 left in the motherfucking pocket. For you egg-headed motherfuckers that didn't finish their 3rd fucking grade, you know? Light work.
People use their hate. Go put yourself strong. Go put your own oxygen mask on. You want to put your oxygen mask on, and what you can do in 5 years from now, what you can do in 7 years from now, what you can do in 12 years from now, unbelievable. You take the opposite of what you call life is nothing more than card. And unless done something with, it's forgotten about. There's no footprint of your existence left for anyone else to follow. Life is time. And a life that's remembered, where footprint is follow behind footsteps of inspiration and put on a plan. Without a plan of your own life, you become a plan of someone else's life. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes work, it takes overcoming your fear, it takes being brave, it takes being courageous. At the end of the day, I had an ulcer before as a kid, I've stressed, I've gone broke, I've been ridiculed, I felt bad about myself, I felt insecure, and at the end of the day, I would do it a million times over. I'll learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
If he could do it, he believed himself. And you could do it.
This is my life, man. You know how hard I wanted to get here? If you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? So all I thought about when I was growing up is, man, I can't wait till one day get to the point where I no longer have to do this stuff. But what happened, I got older, it became a way of living. So how I do every day is how I do every day. It's a discipline, it's a regimen, it was a choice I made. And the choice I made was, what are you willing to sacrifice? And what are you willing to give up to find every bit of who you are to be? It's only will that just gets you up off the couch. If your knees are destroyed, if you run a tight 30 miles that day. That's not determinism. That's bullshit. Determinism, there's tons of those guys out there. Yeah, no one saw, there was no fucking social media. There wasn't no watch David Goggins lose 106 pounds in 2.5 months. There wasn't no, diet plan and stuff. No, there was nothing. But I knew it. I saw it. Every morning I woke up, I had a real conversation with that dirty mirror. And every day, the same answer came back to me. Do you want to be on your deathbed knowing that you could, but you didn't? The energy required to start doing something is way more than the energy required to continue doing it. And the beginning of doing anything results in the lowest amount of reward. It all starts with who you are. Because who you are is your character. And your character is an accumulation of your thoughts, your habits, and your priorities on a day-to-day basis. Because those three things determine the choices you make. And the choices you make you who you are. Good guy, bad guy, hard working, lazy, responsible, irresponsible. If you make a bad decision and just hang it up in that 1 second, you will fucking regret it. You must win every second. You must be in control of your life every second. Don't be one of those people who dreams die while you're suffering. Learn to manage your mouth. And it takes a certain amount of discipline. Whether it was going up a hill with 100 pounds on your back, or going.
Zoe, next time you do that, stick the light on and off so I know you're coming.
In that tough situation is making you stop. And what you eventually learn is you can't stop. Being a leader sucks.
Do you hear me? Next time, stick that light on and off so I know you're coming if I got this weight in my hand.
90% of the time. But that means that other people are eating because of you. They're living because of you. They're achieving because of you. So are you really in that bad shape? So make a decision tonight. Do you want to be a leader? Or it either serves the man or the woman you want to become, the business you want, the father you want to be, the wife you want to be, the mom you want to be, the leader you want to be, the business you want to have. Your actions either serve and take you towards that version of yourself, or those actions take you away from it. You're looking for a shortcut to be successful. I know, I'm not wrong. But if you do something repeatedly, over and over, you develop a habit. That is the experience. To push back, to smash into the ground. Now, learn is to always keep going. Always. I've come to find out that no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. When the storm does end, you want to be sure that you're ready. So I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other. Good, bad, or different. Eventually, that storm passes. So you had to go through that in order to empower others of people, in order to become who you are, and that as an example of your shortcomings and failures to give people confidence that it's not like you're this superhuman person that is like a character in a book, right? That you're a real human being who has real insecurities and real failures in your past and real needs, and you figured out a way to harness that energy and just keep going forward and not quit. That brings joy to my life right there. Why? Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. That's what I get advantage. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you're getting, not what someone else is getting. Whenever you get an opportunity to take advantage of it, you treat it like it's the Super Bowl. You treat it like it's game day. Go out there and treat practice like no one else does. All you do is you focus on the starter, the second guy. You don't worry about what you're focused on. You came here to be the best. I want you in this program, and if you're going to be the best, you got to be out the best.
All this hand-wringing, worry, energy. Marcus Aurelius says your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
Built for Monday. For Saturday.
Which of these moist-nuzzling headphones has long battery life? This looks good.
Even when he's playing his favorite game, Royal Kingdom, he still finds time to show how much he cares. So useful. Do you have this lovely portrait of me? It kind of looks like this other one he has of King Richard. It's kind of weird, but I don't really think about
Hey,
it.
don't forget about that water.
Oh, he wrote me a love letter recently. My love is like Royal Kingdom, always expanding. Oh.
I'd be another level.
Hey, don't forget about that water.
Right after their worst defeat, when they hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, they had nothing left. Everyone's given up on them. They lost all their worldly possessions.
If you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting. That it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way, the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up, no matter what.
Is thinking this will be the story that I will one day tell. And that means the harder it is, the bigger the dragon, the more epic the story, and by consequence, the more epic the hero.
This workout's gonna test you guys. It's gonna break you too. But in doing so, it's gonna grow you. Just like life itself, man. You go at things, you try them, you fail, you get back up, and it's impossible. Today we make believe for that.
If you think about the difference between winners define themselves by what they made happen, and losers define themselves by what happened to them.
Continue to have the belief in myself and not letting that veer off since I was young. Since I've been told from my teachers that I never amount to nothing. The bullying or the things that you face, the adversity you face, the discrimination. And just continue to keep your head up, continue to march on ahead towards your dream.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret. That bill from regret is generational. There's a lot of people listening to this that bill has been passed on from generation to generation, and you are holding that bill right now. And somebody in some one of your generations has to pay that bill off.
Pop, number 4. We got 6 more. Find a child, get your ass to the dance floor.
For me, it's coming from where I come from, bro, and like just understanding that I'm built different. Period. I'm just built different. And I've always had the eye at discipline and work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just applied to everything that I want to do. So I would say that barely go out reading, you know what I'm saying, trying to reverse engineer how to be successful, like how do I, start my own production company, how do I do this, how do I do that, and I always felt like if other cats was out partying, I was studying, I would have the edge.
Keeping your goal and your eyes set on that and not being distracted, not giving up. I think the easiest thing in life is to be like, whatever you're focused on, whatever you're hopeful for. The hardest thing is to continue to keep going, but we have to continue to hold on. And I can imagine for some of the people out there that is probably the most difficult thing.
Maybe I'm doing too much. Ready to back off,
man, my lungs are burning. I can just slow down here. I'll do like 10 extra. Deal was already made. Deal with me. I set out in the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract. Wizards take things that happen to them and they feel inside they suck. And they wallow and they use it for self or destruction. Winners take whatever they feel it sucks, and they transmute it into things for themselves and for others. The biggest advice that anybody can give you, and this is not my words, Lee Allen told me this. I said, what's the secret to success? He said, 85 to 90% of life is just show up. You show up. If you show up, something could happen. Nothing changes, and yet somehow we expect things to change. We expect things to change. You think you're going to get better things. You think your world is going to get better without you doing anything. But nothing's going to change unless you change what you're doing. Change the junk food that you're eating. Change what you do when you get out of bed. Change what with your time. That's change.
Keeping track of stock levels and sales is my biggest nightmare with my store. Now, Zero makes it easy to stay on top of everything. Before Zero, I was constantly guessing how much stock I had left and stressing over low inventory. Now with Zero Inventory Plus, I get up-to-date sales insights, so I always know exactly what's selling and what I need to restock. No more over-ordering or running out of bestsellers. If you're running inventory manually, trust me, Zero will change your business. Try it for yourself and see what I mean.
People struggle to do things alone. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception. There's people that are willing to go very far, and then there's people that are willing to go far further than that.
You have to believe in yourself and have to know that there's only one you.
But before you can ever reach anything, you have to believe it.
The only thing that changes your fucking DNA is discipline. Discipline is what changes your DNA, man. I don't tell people to don't be the way they are. No, I say, no, you can be the way you are.
You're either going to do the work or you're going to sit around wishing you'd done the work. The last chapter of our life story is already written, right? You died. And so you might as well fill the rest with epic stories of very greatly and doing what you always wanted to do until that day comes. Because we only really regret the things we survived.
We'll all be over soon. It may be the dark, it may be the light, but one day you'll wake up and realize it's over. Don't just wait for it to be over. Embrace it. Let it shape you. When the sun fades or the storm ends, be grateful. For the pain, for the blessing.
Good from great.
You walk in the other direction, and that's going to be fine. But standing there, lost, and not doing anything is just waiting to die, waiting to starve to death. Don't let that happen.
Just sit around dreaming someday, someday I'm going to get a different job. Someday I'm going to change this. Well, someday in the day I will. You got to say, okay, I'm going to this small step by here, this small step by there, this small step by there, and then pretty soon, we don't reach tall buildings in a single bound. We take it floor at a time.
I really thought I lost you there for a minute, bro. Started tapping back into old habits, hanging out with people you know you shouldn't be. You became somebody you weren't. I'm glad you're back. You're back on your grind. You're back doing the things that you know are going to out there, that are willing to sacrifice the temptation, the lust, the fun, the parties, to truly be somebody in this life. But you got that shit in you. And the man that says he can't. Both right. You choose which side of right you want to be on. I know which side I want to be on.
To live the good way, you have to live the hard way for a while. Time
and hustle and failure and getting kicked in the teeth and what you do in the invisible when you think you're going to lose out. I don't know if this one's going to work out. I over-leverage myself. What if it doesn't happen? Put all my money into this deal went sideways. Interest rates went up. The economy shifted. Like, you need all of that to season if you're just kind of dabbling and you want for success. Let me just say it right now. They'll never find you. Ever. Success will not come looking for you. You've got to keep persisting until you succeed.
Every single one of you out there have the superpowers necessary for greatness. But until you're backed into a corner, like an injured, hungry, thirsty dog, you don't really realize how much you have in you. That is something that no test can measure. I will say distance. It's as scary as all the hate. We drive to the ground, you'll fail a few times, you'll fall in the face. Get up, keep getting up, keep getting up. If you don't, you have to be happy for the rest of your life. If you don't take the last 5%, you have to be happy the rest of your life knowing you went to somebody else's door and knocked on their door and you could have been that guy. It's up to you. We all live in this world where our brains are keeping us in this box. Outside that box, on the other edge of suffering, is a world that's endless of opportunity. But we are afraid to go outside that box because in that box it's comfortable. Outside that box, man, God gives you a shovel. He says, man, start digging. That's not fun. But when you dig, you dig your own path to all kinds of stuff that's unknown.
How many day ones have you had? How many before pictures have you taken? How many times have you been so convinced that now things are going to change? The fact is, there is no difference between the day ones and the days where you didn't even really care about changing. Because while your intention did not move you closer to the after picture, I got 100 before pictures on my camera roll too. But it wasn't until I put the camera down and stopped taking those pictures and focused on doing the work that I actually got closer to the after. Only by doing the work can you go from before to after. Only by doing the work can you go from day one to day two. You can have all the intention in the world. You can want it better than anyone else in the world. But what do your actions say? Look at how you spend your time and you will see it. And you're waiting around for things to get better. That's not what you should be doing. That's not how it works. You need to take action. You need to control what you or excuses. Choose effort always. No matter how your emotions are at the moment, choose to do while you feel them. Use your work to work through them. You must exert more effort than you emote or excuse.
I said to myself, like, okay, I'm going to do it or not. And I was confident and necessary. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick with this job. Don't give up. Do not give up. Sometimes things always look darkest. Just before you know. Who says you couldn't revolutionize the whole thing in a week's time and start a brand new direction that will most assuredly help you arrive in a brand new place a year from now, 3 years from now? No telling 5 years from now. But you could. Use your power to try. Just be the power to change. Change a lot. Everybody can change. You don't have to repeat that. Clean up the errors. Invest it now and next year. Watch you make the difference. It's really hard to do, but you gotta be all in. Because there's too many people that are all in. And you're competing with them. You're not competing with these like half steppers, these people that are kind of dipping in and dipping out. They're there as an example for you to not live your life. No one is going to beat you. So it looks like work to them, but to you it feels like play. It's not work. So you're going to outcompete them because you're doing it effortlessly.
Did you make the sauce?
The noodles can heat them up and they can heat up in there with the noodles. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to leave it? I'm not eating it.
Just leave this noodles. I'll do that when I'm done. They'll be fine. Stir them up a little bit, need some water in there.
Blueberry and save with Liberty Berry. It's bundle and save on insurance with Liberty.
This does not look like this is going to come out for you guys. What's up?
believe this to experience myself and seeing other people. So that keystone brick to happiness is progress. That keystone brick to happiness is progress.
In our evolutionary psychology, we have this fear of dying if you don't like you. And we try to get over it by buying stuff or trying to impress people. And what you should do is impress upon your mind, look, I know you think I'm without rejection, you're not. Actually, it's going to make you stronger. And if you could dialogue with yourself and go, I think it's sad, it's not going to kill me, then it does make you stronger.
You could be able to look at yourself and think about what's not so good, that you could improve, that you should improve by your own standards, and that you would improve. There's things that you improve, and you know what they are. And there's small steps that you can take, that you might take, that would put you in that direction. And then the question is, are you big enough to take those small steps? You know, the answer to that is, yeah, you are. Most people have things they avoid, you know, and they're afraid of it. So I would say to some degree, it's the law of everyone.
Your life is a physical manifestation of the conversation going on in your head. Your life is a physical manifestation of the conversation going on in your head. So if you said nothing but thought everything, your life will show up to make your thoughts true. You have one job. You have one job in your life to make what you think about life true, so that you're not wrong. You want to be right about the life you see. So you're going to work hard to produce the life that you talk about in your mind.
Our standards are actions that we take or fail to take. The actions that we take that move our life forward are a result of us feeling good enough to do that. We're not even feeling great, but honestly, in order to pick yourself up, get yourself moving, you can't stay up and feel it. You have to take actions and process through physical things, mental things, and contribution.
If you want to be successful, and it really doesn't matter how you define success, it really doesn't matter what the specific manifestations of success are. If you want to be successful, it all starts with your mindset. Right now, in this moment, if you do one thing, it will change every aspect of the rest of your life. And that is to adopt your mindset.
No matter how talented you are, if you don't have self-belief, you're not going to get anywhere. If you have extraordinary self-belief, very little talent, you can get everywhere. But if you have both, you have talent and belief, it will actually make you unstoppable.
They say if at first you fail, then try again. Persistence is helpful because it enables you to run many experiments. And you need to know that the baseline is failure. You know, it's important because otherwise you'll blame that on yourself.
When you speak your future in.
But all of us in life have things we want. We don't get what we want, we get what we have to have. You guys said earlier, we all get what we tolerate in ourselves and other people. But when you're no longer willing to tolerate something, that's when your life changes.
That's within our power.
Asking the right questions is so fundamental, so powerful. I encourage you guys all to really think about the questions that you ask yourself, because it will determine everything about your life. Your life is determined by the quality of your questions.
I'm good at something. No, you're not meant to be good at everything. It's no good being a jack of all trades and a master of none. So you're really good at what you're good at.
So it's like, well, should I do this? That would be better. And you find out. Is there something slightly larger and more challenging that I can do to challenge it?
You get what you focus on. You get what you focus on. If you focus on fear, dread, incompetence, possible danger, possible failure, then that's what your mind is. Your mind is totally consumed by those thoughts. You think about possibilities, what the amazing things that could happen. And that's what I'm always concerned.
The difference in people is their standards. Period. The difference in people is their standards. Period. What do I mean by standards? Everyone in the world has a list of things they think they should do. I should work out. I should work harder. And then you know what? People don't do their shoulds. They get mad at themselves. What changes people is what they should.
The person you can control. People are not who you want them to be. Kill your idols. Sure, there are things we can learn, but people aren't going to be what you think they are, what they should be. Because you can't control other people. You can't make them what you want them to be. You can't make them who you want them to be. The person you control is you. So focus on making yourself who you want to be.
That you don't want to do, but you also have to win. You don't have to be a success in life. If they don't want to sacrifice, they don't want to do the work. But something bigger. There's so many people that have great things in life to do what they'll do. If somebody would sacrifice long before you ever do that, that's the truth. Don't get back later when you're going to get to the story.
Life is promise instead of death. If you got the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
Faster, stronger, smarter, more humble, less ego. Discipline your body. Free your mind. Get up early and go. Get after it, and you'll become the person you want to be. And you become that person through one small decision at a time.
If the game will break competition, don't let up for no more stakes. In life, it's going to dream to aspiration. Never forget the people that played a part in you getting in this position. Never forget what you're made out of. But on the road to success, on the road to accomplishment, on the road to evolving and development, if the game of play goes against you in life, the only favor I ask you is because in life, people don't burn out, people don't quit, and people don't underachieve because of what they do. People burn out, people quit, and people underachieve because life is just a bit while they do it. And so,
When you are struggling and you start thinking about giving up, I want you to remember, and that is the power of hope. To believe that something better is always possible if you're willing to work for it and fight for it. It is our fundamental belief in the power of hope that has allowed us to rise above the voices of doubt and division, of anger and fear that we are facing in lives. Our hope that if we work hard enough and believe in ourselves, then we can be whatever we do, regardless of the limitations that others may place on us. The hope that when people see us for who we truly are,
maybe just maybe, they too will be inspired to rise to their best possible selves.
Your life is before you. You fill these pages with your hopes, with your passion, with your dreams. You write. You write the greatest story ever told.
You cannot win the demons. We always find you. Only way to beat them is look at them eye to eye. Making them. Mindset's the only thing that gets you through hard times.
When you make the decision to do what you want to do in your life, just know this. Because the family and the friends in your life share your vision. Know this. Only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. When it all boils down to what it is, mono y mono. If you ain't got no heart in me, if you ain't been working harder than me, if you ain't sacrificing more than me, I'm gonna destroy you. And I'm not extreme. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on tape. We hear about this and we die by this. We don't retreat. We don't run. Every man must serve his own soul. You don't judge a person by what he says in times of comfort and convenience. You judge him by what he said in times of challenge and controversy. If you work, like when you work for something, it gives you a different type of attachment to it. The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. That's why cats can give up so easy. They ain't got nothing invested. And when a cat been sacrificed for something, well, you won't have a cold day.
This is a chance to make your life happen. You make a mistake, you get up. Today's the day you lay the groundwork down. Today's the day you let go. No, yeah. Pro down. This thing's no more. No more justice. No more accepting the shortfalls of my own will. No more taking all right. So lucky. She's so lucky. You don't know that. You're assuming that. Going to work every day for 20 years and grinding your ass off, leaving you results from your actions.
One thing about being in your places, if you have courage to stand in the your eyes will start to adjust to the darkness. Your body and mind will always adjust to your suffering, to your pain. You want to push harder. Know this. Your mind quits everything your body does.
Everybody in your life will have turning back moments. No matter who you are, you're going to have such a period in your life where it seems like it's not working. You're going to have doubt, you're going to have a lot of trials, tribulations, and challenges. Everybody has what's called a turning back moment. You always have a moment.
You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You know what? You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be like brick I'm going to lay. And you do that every single day. Soon you have it.
You don't have to force yourself a moment to
made sense to what I wanted to do long term. I was able to not sacrifice my career with education. I was able to do both. I married Parker and I made for what's next. Universal has created a new theme park, especially for younger kids, where they can play with Shrek, SpongeBob, Minions, and more across 7 lands. Universal Kids Resort.
Let's say that again. He opens up the Gemini app. Oh my, it's looking a little bit untouched there.
And no more indecision and no more lies. No more brute strength and will and unwavering discipline. I will become what I want to be. I will become insane. No more.
You don't make excuses for the failures you feel the pain. You don't brush it off. You don't downplay it. You feel the pain and you don't rush it. You feel better. To get past it, you gotta go through it. You can't go around your failure. You can't go over your failure. You can't go under your failure. You can't ignore your failure. You need to grieve the failure.
I want you to take the craziest dream you ever had. That dream field is full of bad. Tell me about that. I want you to go after it. I want you to look at the reality. I don't want you to dream it. I want you to do it. So I'm going to make a decision. Step out of the dark. When you're in that dark, you want to sit there and wait for the light to come. When you're in that dark, it feels uncomfortable, but you can't wait. You sit in that silence. The only way out is to step forward, to face your fears, become your own light.
Get yourself in a passionate place. And so you change your life, and the only thing that changes your life is making a decision. So it's all in this passionate state. That's when you make decisions.
And my personal question to you is why not you? You've got the brains. You can make these dreams come true. People who win, figure out what reason why it's going to make it. They understand that that's all you do it. You must identify what it is that you have to be purposeful.
The universe doesn't look in terms of good, right? It's in terms of cause. Every collection is affecting
What is it that you smell? And people say, well, hey, they don't even think that way. You people know that they can do when they say they want to be happy. What it turns out is they don't want to be they're really more concerned with suffering than as far as pursuing the enthusiastic part of the emotion. So even the statement, I want to be happy, is actually not an actual reflection of what it is that you want. Is a thought of strength. Every thought produces something. So if you feel upset, the lack of finances, or lack of time, energy, lack of you're taking thought, it's producing a frequency, and that frequency is slowing that thought emotionally. Right in your seconds, you feel guilt, you feel unhappy, you feel unhappy, then you generate more thoughts into that feeling, which makes more chemicals. You keep taking energy from the brain and storing it in your body. If you react to your life, you feel anger first. You're making chemistry react, you feel shrinks. So that's by doing that, you're in this process. Body no longer is we have no idea, and that makes perfect sense because, and I'm dealing with something inspired from between you and that idea, it's your idea, that's judgment. And so that's one of the reasons people are very afraid to have an idea. That's why I wrote ideas in the fall. They already need an idea. Why would they transform? Discipline, desire. Discipline isn't that hard if you have real desire. If you want something bad enough, the discipline's not really difficult. I think discipline without desire is very difficult. It's meaningful, not what's expedient.
Arizona. What's up, Arizona? Sheesh, bro. Long time no see, man. Me up today. I went for a 7-mile run, and I always finish, bro. Today, I was like, I don't know, is this longer than 7? Fucking the humidity, I tapped out at 5.4 miles. First time I tapped out in like a year and a half. But that's all good. Next time we'll fucking tear that motherfucker